Here they come, folks, 1992. Fighting Crusaders. Starting for the Crusaders at flanker. Number 12, senior Aaron Kalensis. At split end. Number 83, senior Mike Huron. At right tackle. Number 62, Gabe D'Onofrio. At left guard, number 63, Mark Pilo. At center, number 60, Gal Renzelli. At right guard, number 51, Brian Kreger. At right tackle, number 65, Chris Clayton. At quarterback, number 10, Joe Polshaw. At fullback, number 24, Donald Thorne. At tailback, number 25, Fred Manilak.
Back with the kickoff from Harding Stadium after this for the Target Shop.
Central has chosen to kick. The third Marion tri-captain is Craig Clark. For Marion-Franklin.
Well, we're about ready to go. As the Crusaders tee it up, they will kick it off. It appears they won the toss and elected to defer.
T.J. Van Horn tees it up for the Crusaders. He and Mike Kuzakowski will be the extra point people and kickoff people. I think Mike's pretty accurate. Doesn't have as much foot as T.J., the senior, has. He's a sidewinder, T.J. Gino Gay and Cavell Simmons deep for the Red Devils. High and short. Going to be taken by one of the up men. Peppers lost it. Picked up by Gay. He tries to get outside, and he's snowed under at the 20. Once Peppers, that's David Peppers, who's an offensive fullback, sophomore, lost it. The Crusaders were on him, and Gabe luckily picked it up and was stormed under at the 19.
Luckily, as far as possessing the ball, unluckily for him because he was in a lot of trouble and got belted pretty good.
That's what you need. First game of the year, one of your guys flubs of kickoff. You pick up Peppers, the fullback, and the tailback should be Cavell Simmons. They line up in a double tight end, does Columbus Marion-Franklin. Backs are in an eye. Here's a deep handoff to the tailback. Simmons met right at the line of scrimmage. Right there, making the initial tackle. Brian Kreger, who's operating at a defensive tackle position rather than inside linebacker. So both of his positions have switched. You know, we saw him at center and linebacker last year.
Well, Brian, this kind of kid, you know, he's versatile. Move him around, put him where you need him. He's not going to yell, scream, and holler too much about it. Maybe inside, but he's not going to show it outside. He's just going to play the position and try to get the job done.
2nd and 10 for the Red Devils. Same play, right up the gut, same ball carrier. Check it, new ball carrier in there, number 32. And that's Corey Humphrey, and the ball is lost, did you say? Central has recovered. I was only counting 10 players out on the field. Did you see a flanker? I saw double tight end. I saw an eye backfield to quarterback.
I wasn't counting.
That's, you know, that's 7 on the line and 3 in the backfield after 2 running plays. And Central has it at the Red Devil 19, and they'll come out with double tight ends. The wide receiver is Mike Orlando, and he'll go in motion to the far side. The backs are split. Ball lost on the snap. Polshaw picks it up, rounds left end, breaks one tackle. He's at the 20, inside the 20, out of bounds somewhere in the vicinity of the 15-yard line. And maybe to the 10-yard line. Let's see where they mark him out. So Polshaw lost the snap between he and center Guy Renzelli. And he makes a gain of about 6 to the 13. So, comes out pretty good. 4 to go. Central driving here after a recovered fumble by Mike Colopy. Thorne and Manilac are the split backs.
Just what the doctor ordered for Catholic Central. You get the break right off the bat, then you get a bad break on the ensuing snap, and it turns into 6 yards. And I got to tell you about a play last night. It was unbelievable. Ever. I got to think if it was an NFL game, they got to do something different, but I'll get into it later.
Valensic, a wide receiver left. Thorne gets the handoff over the left side. Thorne drives down to about the 10-yard line. Close to a first down, maybe short about a half a yard. Defensive play by Gary Spence. It'll be 3rd and short at the Marion-Franklin 10-yard line. Coming in with the play, Jason Swartzberger. He'll probably line up as a wishbone backfield man, and he is. He's the fullback. Manilac and Thorne are the halfbacks. Double tight end on 3rd and short. Here goes, I think it was Manilac, and he'll have the first down inside the 9 at about the 8-yard line.
Looks like he gets just enough.
Central uses that wishbone formation on short yardage. Well, that was 24 got off the bottom of the pile, so I figure it's Donald Thorne because Freddie Manilac's 25. They're going to bring the sticks in because he didn't get as good a spot as we thought. First and goal at the Red Devil 9-yard line. 3 running plays have netted 10 yards. And getting ready to check in is Mike Kuzakowski as offensive backfield coach and play caller Frankie Spence sends Kuzakowski in for Schwartzfeger. I know I'm going to have trouble with Jason's name. I know his mom, so don't get mad at me, Mom. I got it. I know who he is.
Come up with a nickname.
Yes, out over the footballs, Guy Renzelli, double tight end. That's Colopy and Coolin, wishbone backfield. Handoff, left side, Thorne behind a lot of blocking. Thorne inside the 5, across the 4, and maybe down to the 3. Goes Duck Thorne. He's going to be a back that's going to be counted upon heavily, as well as Freddie Manilac.
At the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal on 4.
We'll give him 5 to the 4. So Central with 4 running plays, 15 yards. 2nd and goal at the 4. Again, the double tight ends with Coolin and Colopy. Wishbone backfield behind Polshaw, the senior quarterback. Same play. Thorne dances into the end zone. Nice hole left side with good blocking by Manilac and Schwartzberger leading the way. Also Coolin over there on that left side of the line, and Central has gone 19 yards in 5 running plays to score the initial touchdown of the 1992 campaign, and Kuzakowski will be in to attempt the conversion from placement with Polshaw holding.
And they give you an opportunity to score. They hand you the football, say, here it is, go ahead. You take advantage of it. Nice way to start your season.
Exactly. Polshaw puts it down. Kuzakowski's kick is up, and it is good. And with 8:41 to go in the first quarter, Central leads at 7-0, and we'll be back after this. The rain stays away because the field is in outstanding condition, and you don't want that rain in the early part of the season to tear your field up.
Keep it away. Supposed to have the preview here last Friday night. They canceled it, put it on the practice field on Saturday afternoon because of heavy rains.
Somebody told me they could have played it up here if they wanted.
Immaculate, though. Look at this.
Yeah, Van Horn much better. Back Simmons up to about the 10. Oh, up the middle, big hole, 20, 30, 35-yard line. Nice return by Cabell Simmons, who showed some excellent speed. Finally brought down on the kickoff unit by Kuzakowski and 63, Mark Pirro. So it's 1st and 10. This time Marion-Franklin starts at their own. Lines up in a 4-man front. Check those defensive tackles. One is Kreger. I think the other might be Renzelli. I backfield for Hansen. Oh, a nice counterplay to the left side. Getting over the 40, being hit hard at the 43 and driving out to about the 45-yard line as the ball carrier, 32, Corey Humphrey, makes a nice gain and gets a first down, although he paid for that because he was popped.
Yeah, Mikey Orlando put a real nice pop into his shoulder pads. Had too much steam, though. Picks up the first down all the way out at the 46.
Much better. They got everybody on the line. I still don't see no flanker. Handoff inside, carrying is David Peppers, the fullback, on the fullback counter play. Bottom of the pile, Brian Krager makes the stop, but not before Peppers picks up 3 to the 49.
Did you have Terry in the play before?
Humphrey. Okay. 2nd and 7. This
What, you can have 10.
Well, they must be unbalanced right. Hand off to Peppers. He tries to cut it back. Brian Krager might have got a hand on him as he slipped down crossing midfield, and he's pinned down by Mark Pirro. Peppers with a nice quick cut. He's a big man up there. He gets 2 to the central 49.
Now, what they're doing is they're adding an extra tackle or end, if you will, on the right-hand side.
But you don't have to have 4 guys in the backfield?
No, you have to have 7 lines.
You got to have 7 on the line. Okay, well, that's something I didn't know. And they're unbalanced right in essence. Backs are in an eye behind Hansen. Hansen, counter play. Humphreys crosses midfield, gets to the central 47, and then he's stacked up and pushed back to the 49. Leading that defensive charge was Mike Orlando. Check it. 24, Donald Thorne, inside linebacker, drove him back. Lensick are the deep backs, and Jones is in punt formation on 4th and 3 at the central 47. And Marion-Franklin a little confused. The Red Devils will spend a timeout. 5:55 to go, first quarter, 7-0 Central. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The good people.
It's going to be 4th and 3 for Marion-Franklin at the Crusader 47. They called timeout. I don't know if they're going to talk about this as far as going for it. Now, Hunter's going to stay on the field.
Jones, I'd like to say hi to broadcast to all those folks out there who can't get to the ball games. Hope you're enjoying them.
I'm just afraid he's keeping a list of what we're doing wrong.
The gap, huh? Jones in punt formation, low snap. He'll get it away. Wobbly end over end. Orlando fields it at the central 18, and he's head collared, loses the football at the 21. Central will recover. Oh, a big hit put on by Ernest Dublin as he just, woo! What do you call that when they
clothesline?
They clothesline you. That's legal, huh?
No. What he did was
legal. I mean, that was a hit. He almost tore his helmet off. 18-yard line. 29 yards. 4-yard return. A fumble, Central second, but they recovered. Backs in an eye, deep handoff. Manilak tries to dance outside. He's hit, gets away from one tackler, but won't get away from a couple of more as Freddie gets to the 25. It'll be 2nd and 7 as Deshaun Womack, the nose guard, made the initial hit. Helped out by Zach Hall.
Did you watch the Buckeyes try to give one away?
I watched it. It was a good football game. I really enjoyed the football game. We got twins right for Central now. Backs in an eye. Colopy tied at left end. And one of the twins, Mike Orlando, goes in motion. And here's a handoff inside to fullback Duck Thorne. The hole opened and then closed quickly as Hall and Womack again make the stop, keeping Duck Thorne from getting a good gain because he hit the hole quickly, but it closed. They get him at the 28-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Crusader about 99. What is he, about 5'2"?
Deshaun Womack, he's 200 pounds. Polshaw, quick drop, quick out. Colin grabs it. Did he hold on to it? They're going to say he did. And that's a break, I think. I'm not sure he had control of that football.
I was shaking my head no when you said that he hold on to it.
It's a quick out, looking for the 4-yard first down gain, and it's going to be close, and I think they're going to bring the sticks across the field.
You think correctly. Now 4:12 to go. We're in the first quarter. Central leads 7-0. They recovered a fumble on the second play of the game. They were able to take it in. Would it take them 6 plays? Wasn't very many.
I think it was 5. 5 for 19. Stretch the chains. Going to be close. We had a few close ones last day. And going to be short. Central probably won't take the chance. Appears to be sending the punting unit in.
About a yard short, a little less than a yard. I don't think you take this chance this early in the game.
Shot confirmation for the Crusaders. Cavell Simmons deep for Marion-Franklin.
Simmons is deep. Orlando is the short man on the punt in the backfield. Snap is good. Holshaw high. Wobbly Sparrow, and it will bounce out of bounds inside the Red Devil 45 at about the 44-yard line. Now on their third possession at their own 44-yard line. And they will line up unbalanced right with an I backfield. Humphrey's the tailback, Pepper's the fullback. Play action. Hansen rolls out, has a blocker in front of him. He cuts it across the 45, and he's down at the 49.
There's not a whole lot of imagination to this offense. There's only so many things you can do with 8 guys jammed up on the line.
Thorne and D'Onofrio made the defensive play for Central, as Hansen appeared to be thinking run all the way, and he picks up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the Marion-Franklin 49 as a new fullback checks. Well, it's Peppers, excuse me. Somebody went out. Here's a little counter play, and that's Simmons. He came in for Humphrey, and Simmons on a little counter. He stepped, gave a fake right, came back left, and Central diagnosed the play. Brian Krager in there, and it's a loss back to the 47, so it'll bring up 3rd and 7 as the Crusaders have allowed 21 yards on 8 running plays, as the Red Devils have not put the ball in the air yet. And Gino Gay will be a flanker, split end left, and there's a flanker right, and the backs are split for the first time. Central in a 4-4-3. Long count. Hansen right back in the pocket. Flips it out in the flat, knocked away by a defensive tackle, Larry Chambers. Actually, defensive end. Excellent play by Chambers as they were looking for Cavell Simmons coming out of the backfield. And if Chambers doesn't punch it away, Gino, I think Simmons might have been off for a nice gain in the first down.
Nice reactions because the ball was thrown hard, but Chambers able to stick the left hand out and knock it down before it got to the receiver.
Punt formation for the second time is Jones. Twin safeties for Central. Talensik and Orlando, and Jones hits a high floater. Orlando drops it at the 23. It's loose. There's a big pile up at the 27. Let's see who's got it.
All you can be sure of is the strongest guy will come out of there with it. There it is.
Marion-Franklin's got it. Central turns it over. And all of a sudden, the Red Devils have it 1st and 10 at the Crusader 25. They trail 7-0, a minute and 50 to go in the quarter. Here's a little draw play. Ball carrier Humphrey, but flags everywhere. I think we've got some type of motion on the part of the offense.
You know, Jones isn't kicking your normal punt either, John. He's not even trying to kick a spiral. He steps to his right, and then half soccer kicks it up in the air. And it's a floating end over end, side to side maybe type kick.
The soft looks like a soft punt. Yeah, it should be easy to catch.
I don't know. It
you
looks
don't
to me
think
like
so?
It's going to be harder to catch. Because you have that spiral coming down. You get, the point is coming to you. Mm-hmm. Either that or the point is up, and you know where the point of the ball is going to hit pretty much. But if it's turning sideways, it comes in on,
There's that guy that doesn't wear any socks over there and has that protruding hairline. I thought they didn't have enough when I saw only 3 people in the backfield. Pro eye for Hansen. Now the tight end, 22 King, shifts from one side to the other side, and then one of the Central linemen, Brian Krager, gets over anxious on the long count, and he moves unless he was drawn offside, and I don't think so. So we have back-to-back penalties, although Central gets the best of it because theirs was a 5-yarder, Marion-Franklin's was a 15-yarder, so it's 1st and 20. At the evenings for football also.
A little sticky out.
Got a wing right, split end right, Hansen back. Fakes the pass right, flips it to the left. Oh, intercepted! Here goes Poland. 50, 45, cuts it back 40. Has he got the speed? 30, 20, 15, pulled down from behind by Cavell Simmons. Michael Poland with the big basketball reach up, diagnosed the floating pass by Hansen, out in the left flat and almost took it all the way. So Central comes back with a takeaway. They're second, and they're in business at the Red Devil 14-yard line.
Was it made, or did it look like Michael had two hands on the ball the whole way?
He did. I think after he crossed midfield and got into a little bit of traffic, I think if he doesn't do that, he might have had a little extra speed. But anyway, a great return. He grabbed it at about the Central 35-yard line, we'll say, and returned it all the way down to the Marion-Franklin 14, so that's about a 51-yard pass interception return.
He kind of center fielded it. He just came from the defensive backfield straight through a couple of linemen. Took the ball away before it got to the intended receiver. Nice job by Michael.
Split left, backs are split. Polshaw turns, hands to Thorne. He cuts it across the 10. He's at the 5. He's at the 3-yard line, maybe the 2. Duck Thorne with a Crusader first down and goal.
Duck did a nice job picking his way through the line, through the upper part of the secondary. Just shy of the goal line by a few.
First down, and they're in the wishbone, which with Schwartzfeger in there as the fullback. Manilak gets the handoff. Manilak leans into the end zone for the score, and it's 13-0.
Freddie knew he was not going to be able to run into the end zone, but he knew he was close enough to stick the ball over the end line, I should say the goal line, and get the 6, and that's what he did.
So with no time left on the first quarter clock, Central takes a 13-0 lead, and Kuzakowski is in for the conversion.
Mike Coulon get a lot of high fives on the sideline as he comes out. So both Central scorers come after a turnover.
See if you can catch the long snapper, Gino. He's got a 2.
I'll get it for you.
He looks like a back or wide receiver. Snap is down, kick is up, it's high enough, it's long enough, and it's good. Aaron Talensik, the long snapper, the boys have the numbers over there. At the end of 1, Central leads at 14-0, and we'll be back. March, Manilak getting the last 3, 14-0, and could the route be on, Gino, as you take over?
Could be. Taken, fumbled, picked back up, and Derek Kaysen looking for somewhere to go. It's called nowhere. He'll go down at the 20-yard line. So Kaysen just across the 20, and Marion-Franklin will set it up first and 10. They'll spot it at the 21-yard line. Before I forget, high school score this afternoon. Mingo beat Newberry, 28-0.
Oh, you can't forget that.
I get shot.
Shame on you.
No.
Shame.
You know him.
I'd like to thank the boys for a nice time at the clinic last evening. Enjoyed it.
Hands to the quarterback. Ball at the 21.
Excuse us, folks.
And the right guard decided, I'm really tired of waiting. I'm going to stand up, take a penalty, and we'll do this all over again. Jarny Norval stood up.
I'm wondering if he was going to ask the quarterback, what's the signal going to be on, or something like that.
You're the guard.
I've rarely seen that happen.
If you don't know the signal, you look at the ball. That's all.
That's what you normally do.
Marion-Franklin 16-yard line.
Well, they'll mark it back 5 to the 16. That was funny. 1st and 10. Wide receiver right side is Gino Gay. Marion-Franklin getting out of that real tight offense that they were running. Spin and a little counter play coming back as the wingback comes around. He'll get practically nothing. Stuffed at the 16.
Going on the stop for the Crusaders.
See if we can get the number of the runner. That's 23, and that's Simmons.
2nd down and 15.
So Simmons on 3 carries has gained a -3. 2nd down, 15.
Game ball was donated by the
Capitalizing on a fumble, capitalizing on an INT.
Illinois had to go 33 yards for their 2 scores. Makes it easy.
Slot to the right side. Now motioning out of the slot is Simmons. Hanson back to throw, 2nd and long in. Trouble, grab, throws to the middle. It's complete, but immediately knocked down is number 22, Percy King.
King on the reception, brought down by Thorne.
He'll pick up, let's see, 16 to the 18, a couple of yards. Thorne with the tackle.
That's pretty good concentration and staying together by Hanson to even spot a receiver. Central had to blitz on, and they flushed him out of the pocket, but
he would get the number of the truck that was chasing him around in the backfield, but he did a nice job to get it forward. So it'll be 3rd down, 13. Hanson under center with the backs split in the backfield. Prosett. Hansen drops, looks, dances, rolls a little to his right. Hansen again in trouble, turns it up, and is knocked down at the 25-yard line. He'll pick up about 7, but he'll be 6 shy of the first down.
Well, sometimes you see better up here than down there, but it looked like Cabell Simmons was open on about a 10-yard post, but evidently Hansen wasn't able to pick him up.
Colopy was chasing him around. So they'll have to punt it away and jump. Line of scrimmage, the 25. Jones gets a low snap, picks it up, in trouble. He's going to be knocked down back at the 15, and the Crusaders going to set up shop again.
I was just going to say, Central had 10 men up, and only Orlando back by his lonesome, and with a bad snap. Tom Jones didn't have time to sing back there, as he was smeared, and that's the 3rd turnover. And for 3 of their 4 possessions,
Jones loses 10 on the bad snap. The Crusaders 1st and 10, and timeout called. By who? Of course, it'll be just a tad dated.
Oh.
We recorded it here.
Oh. Oh.
Little scissor play in the backfield. Handoff. Manilak crosses the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. Ready with the dancing feet. Going to pick up about 7 yards. Now they'll spot him at the 9. Now they'll move it forward to the 8-yard line.
Ball spot on the 8-yard line. 2nd and 4.
2nd and about 3.
Early in the season, Freddie was dancing a lot, and then as the season progressed, he was hitting that hole a lot quicker. He's got good speed.
Spinning the handoff, and that's a new back, 33, and into the end zone. Jason Bias will try.
Not bad for his first varsity carry.
Here, we're going to give you the ball, and you're going to score a touchdown, kid.
Jason Bias, 165, junior fullback, outside linebacker. First carry goes for 8 and a TD, and Central has traveled now 48 yards to score 3 touchdowns. 19 yards, 14 yards, and this time a 15-yard 2-play drive.
It's called efficiency. So all 3 touchdowns coming on short yardage drives. And Kuzakowski will attempt the extra point. Polshaw holds, Talensik snaps. It's a good snap. Kuz gets it up and sneaks it inside the right upright. It's good. 21-0. Crusaders lead. 7:43 to go, second period, and we'll take a 30-second timeout. Back deep, Simmons and Gino Gay. Van Horn just waiting for the referee to say it's okay as he takes the steps back. One of the stranger step-offs. Does it all backwards. Gets this one pretty good. It's going to be Simmons at the 14-yard line. Out to the 20. Corral brought down to the 24.
That's good kickoff return coverage by 33. Jason Bias. So Bias gets the touchdown, and Bias gets the big play on the kickoff.
Also in on the tackle, Joel Barkalow. Marion-Franklin 1st and 10.
On their own 24.
Spot the ball at the 24-yard line.
Pass intercept by Colin, and then the bad snap.
Hansen with the slot left, receiver to the right side, and he hands off to Simmons. Simmons trying to sweep the left side across the 25, 30, 35, breaks a tackle out to the 40-yard line. He's driven down there. It's going to be about 15 and a first down. That's the first time Simmons has gotten loose. John and I will be busy next week. Friday night we'll have Big Red. Park the ball just shy of the 40. 1st and 10, Marion-Franklin. Pepper shifts to a wing left. Now he motions left to right. And the handoff again. Simmons crosses the 40 out to about the 43, maybe the 44. Pickup of almost 5.
Colin helps him up. Nice hit by inside linebacker Duck Thorne on that play.
Simmons a 5-yard pickup. On his last 2 carries, he's picked up 20. Before that, he was a -3 on 3.
That got him 30. Bad snap on the punt. 21-0, 6:30 to go in the first half. Too many turnovers for Marion-Franklin. 3 of their turnovers for touchdowns for Central.
Handoff first man through. Peppers crosses the 50-yard line of the Crusader territory at the 49.
This is a good-looking drive. Big hole that time for David Peppers, and he rolled through it. Mark Pirro, inside linebacker, finally making the stop. 2 straight first downs. They are going to have to get a score here.
Crusaders by 21-0. 6 minutes to go first half. Backs are split. Pro set. Handoff Peppers over right guard. Just shoves his way to about the 47-yard line. Almost 3 yards. Second down 7. Brian Krager on the stop.
Trying to figure out how many two-way performers Central has. Colopy, Coolin, Krager. They're all in there on that defense. 52 is in there now. That's Jason Angelica. He may have been in there before. Who's that end on the far side? 74 is Chambers. So 2 of the front 4 are different. Inside linebackers Thorne there.
Pro eye on 2nd and 7, and Hansen's going to turn it up himself on the option and pay for it dearly at the 45-yard line as he's knocked down.
That's good linebacker play by Thorne, who read that play, and also by the end, Mike Colopy, who did his job to thwart the option as he took the quarterback.
2 yards, 3rd and 4.
About 3-yard pickup for Hansen, 3rd down 4.
You limit them to 2 or 3 on an option play. That's good playing. Get lots.
You know what? I have that here somewhere. Timeout called by the Marion-Franklin Red Devils. So with 4:38 to go in the first half, Crusader, here's the stats. Let's see. Wejack had 130 for 23-21. Brooke had to pick off a kid. Anderson had to intercept the pass, run it in, and put some distance between them.
Marion-Franklin with a big 3rd down play here at the Central 44.
And Hansen back to throw. Takes a look down the right sideline. Has a receiver, but he overthrows him. 3 down the right sideline was Jerry Glenn. He had beaten Mike Orlando. With the ball overthrown, that'll bring up 4th down and a little less than 5. And Marion-Franklin will kick it away with 4:34 to go in the first half.
If Hansen, I got to go for it. I'd probably run it on 3rd down. We've got 2 running plays. You're losing 21-0. Why you want to punt it?
Orlando and Talensik deep. Manilek is the up back. Jones had a bad snap on the last one. This one's a little high and wide, but he controls it and kicks it way up, not too far. Bounces at the 22. Takes a Marion-Franklin bounce inside the 20, and for some reason it's down before it quit rolling by Percy King.
19-yard line.
6 yards, first down.
Wonderful.
Looked like the Brook kid was going to recover it, and instead it rolled out of bounds for a first down. Polshaw back to throw. Nope, excuse me. Hands off on the draw to Freddie Manilak, and Freddie unable to find a hole. Stuffed it about the 20. No gain, 2nd down and 10.
Well, the only time Central didn't have good field position, Gino, which was on their 2nd possession. They started at their 22 and they punted. The other 3 times at the 19, 14, and 15, all in Marion-Franklin territory.
2nd and 10. Slot to the left side, backs in the eye. And the option right, Polshaw pitches, and on the run, Manilak across the 25 near the 30-yard line. That'll be very close to a Central first down. Will all depend on the spot that's on the field where the chain is, so this will be an easy look, and it is a first down. Manilak picks up 10 on a first down on the option.
Well, if you're a believer in stats, you would be saying this game is really close, because before that run, Central's total offense was 57 yards, and Marion-Franklin's was 52 yards. And you would say, well, geez, this should be a scoreless game or something. It's 21-0 Central because Marion-Franklin has given 3 away.
Slide left, back split. Handoff, Thorne across the 30. A flag goes down. Thorne makes his way to the 33, but we'll check the flag out. It's in holding land.
Central has thrown but 1 pass. They haven't needed to pass. It was a completed 3-yarder, short of a first down.
Hold against the Crusaders, the call. Yeah, more than likely Marion-Franklin will push him back.
20.
Orlando comes off the bench with the play. He'll line up at a wide receiver.
2:55 to roll in the first half. Crusaders 21-0 leaders here. Split backs in the slot left, Coolin wide. Orlando in the slot motions left to right now. And Joe Polshaw back to throw once. The screen sets it for Manilak. Catches it inside the 20. Bounces off a tackler. 25, 30, 35, and runs over his own man and goes down at about the 38-yard line. Just shy of a first down by about 1.5 yards. Freddie ran into Mark Pirro, who was downfield blocking.
Well, he tried to cut it back, but actually the Red Devils had that play smelled out. Had two guys over there, and Freddie made a good move to get away from both of them and made a huge gain out of it from the 20-yard line all the way out to the 38. So it's an 18-yard pickup. Polshaw 2 of 2 for 21.
Second down, about 1 yard. Ball at the 38. 1:56 to go in the first half. Crusaders not in any real hurry. They lead by 21. Hand off Manilak. You'll get the first down across the 40 to the 42. 3-yard pickup.
Let's see if Coach Payne, with a 21-point lead, decides to put it in the air with time running down to work the air game a little bit.
Manilak and Thorne, both 6 carries, both 26 yards.
Really think, well, we'll tell you after this play if they throw it.
Slot left, backs are split. Pitch to the right side. Thorne looking for room on the outside across the 45 to the 50 and near the first down marker inside the 50-yard line. And Marion-Franklin picks up a fumble.
Yeah. I didn't think he was going to call it, but it was recovered by Warren McMillan.
Minute 25 to go in the half, and the clock starts. Pro-eye. Hansen back to throw, takes a look, throws a short out, and it's incomplete, intended for his fullback, Peppers. Will stop the clock and bring up second down and 10 at the midfield stripe.
1 for 4. I got you. Meanwhile, Central checks in with Mike D'Onofrio at an outside linebacker position for the first time this evening.
Wide slot right. Hansen back to throw, and trouble has to dump it, and tipped and caught by Peppers.
Excellent concentration by David Peppers.
7-yard pickup. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Ball at the 43.
Hansen did a good job because the blitz was on.
Check that third. 3rd and 3 on the sticks.
They're moving up there. They're ready to go.
Back to throw, Hansen again. Some pressure, gets it out to the right side, and then caught through the hands of the first receiver, who was King, and then caught by
Gino Gay. The old trick play, Gino.
Yeah, they practiced that all week. It was tipped by King, and Gay happened to be standing right place, right time.
23-yard gain.
Ball at the 9. Jones is going to check in. King's going to check out.
Hansen throwing a nice ball.
Yes, he is.
It's off.
Flanker to the right side. There in the pro-eye. Quick out left side and caught by Derek Kaysen. But only for about 4 to the 16-yard line.
Now they better. That's not the play you want to call.
19 seconds to go in the half. 4-yard pickup, 2nd and 6. But the clock, the big factor.
They don't have any timeouts.
No, they used all their timeouts.
Yeah. Not very smart.
And King coming on the field like he's got a month and a half. Finally gives the play to Hansen, who's down to 6 seconds. Hansen back to throw, in trouble, hit by Kuzikowski, turns, fires to the end zone, and it is in and out of the hands of Kaysen.
Wow. He had it, Gino. That's a great effort by Hansen. He was almost massacred.
Hansen was in deep stuff. He was hounded, first of all, by Kuzikowski, and then hit as he threw the ball, and Kaysen had a chance to catch it, and it went through his hands. So the first half comes to an end with the score: Catholic Central 21, Columbus Marion-Franklin nothing, and we'll be back in 60 Central has. Now the Crusaders, they can get some wins out of Marion-Franklin. They'll get, the new system is a 3.5-point game. They're Division II school, right? I think they're Division II.
I'll have to check it, but yeah, they've increased the bigging of baseball. The Pirates were leading the Dodgers 4-1 in the middle innings. The Reds were losing 5-1 to the Mets
again,
and Atlanta was losing 1-0. The Mets game was in about the 5th. Atlanta was delayed to rain, and the Phillies, with Dave Holland, good rookie, third baseman hitting a home run. It was in the second inning. It was 1-0 Philly. You're a Toronto fan. They knocked off Minnesota 7-2 this afternoon. Haven't seen any kickoff man. Well, it looks like T. Jones doing the punting and the kicking.
Manalack and Thorne will be the deep people.
Manalack, Thorne, Bias. And then Barkalow, deep for
Let's see, Bias and Joe Barkalow will be the up people.
Tom Jones
And Jones to do the kicking as we finally get underway here in the second half at about 9:15.
Yeah, it was a long wait there, it seemed.
It was only a 15-minute clock for halftime, but I know we were talking to Mike Meadows at 8:53:41. We're just getting going here at about 16 after, and it's taken by Manalack at the 12-yard line. Out across the 20, finds a hole, 30, 35, still dancing down at the 40-yard line.
That's a nice return. Central with good field position. They've had it most of the evening.
Freddie does a nice job in traffic. There's those quick feet. In traffic, you can make a move or two.
First and 10 Crusaders.
So the Crusaders go first and 10. They're just across the 40-yard line. Coolum will go wide right. Orlando in the slot. Backs are split behind Joe Polshaw. Joey, quick pitch left. Here comes Manalack. 40-45, just tripped down from behind. It might have been a touchdown saver as grabbing Manalack from behind was Zach Hall, but there's a flag down.
Zach Hall stop.
It's going to be a hold against the Crusaders.
The holding was right where the tackle was made. So a blocker out in front of Manalack evidently did something he didn't need to do. And a nice 10-yard gain or 9-yard gain will be nullified. Now, how do we...
Aaron Chalensik will slot to the right side. Coolin will wide out that way.
Notice something on Central's helmets I don't know if I've ever seen before.
White C. I don't know. Numbers in the back. Pitch, Duck Thorne around the right side. 40, 45, 50, and 45. A little move, shake and bake. 40 down to the 36 before he's dragged down.
That's an excellent use of the stiff arm. You know, he stiff-armed 3 different defenders trying to get to his legs, and he just shook them off. It looks like Thorne might be hurt as they're waving the bench in.
It's going to be about a 24-yard pickup.
What I was noticing was the numbers on the back of the helmet. I don't ever remember seeing numbers on the back of helmets before.
They had a gold C, too.
Well, I think they've had that before, maybe, but numbers I don't remember. I like that. Nice effort by the Duckster from his 39. Thorne gets a nice hand to the Marion-Franklin 36. That's a 25-yard pickup.
Fives will line up at right half. Manalack left half as they split the backfield. And the handoff to Manalack over right guard. Cuts inside. 25, 20, still running. 15 to the corner. He'll cut back in at the 5 and down at the 4. 2 nice runs by Thorne, and now Manalack. From the 36. 36. He ends up at the 5.
Well, I think it's a combination of a couple of things, Gene. Good running by Manalack and Thorne, and poor tackling by the Red Devils on defense.
Crusaders threatening to make it 28-0 here with a 1st and goal at the 5. Wishbone. The handoff to Bias. Bias inside the 5, close to the goal line, but not in. They'll mark his knee at the 1. 4 yards for Bias.
Central had only 77 yards on the ground in the first half. Here in the second half, third quarter, 4 running plays have netted 69 yards.
Spot the ball just inside the 1.
Kuzakowski's the fullback on the Wishbone.
And the hand goes to Manalack. He's in. Touchdown Crusaders, 27-0. Manalack's 67th yard brings 6. And the Crusaders will go for the extra point.
Didn't take them long. after Manilac's nice return of the second half kickoff. 6 plays counting the penalty, 60 yards.
It'll be pull shot to hold it, and Coos will kick it away. Good snap. Kick is up. Shanked it. And wide right. This is one of my wedge shots. 9:38 to go. Third quarter. 27-0 Crusaders. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. Van Horn with the approach. High and short. Simmons at the 22. Out near the 30-yard line, gets away from a tackler, now grabbed and brought down at about the 37-yard line.
37.
And there's an injured Red Devil back at the 30-yard line.
On the stop for the Crusaders.
We'll get a stoppage of play here.
Official timeout.
Gabe D'Onofrio and Colopy the defensive ends, Angelica and Krager the defensive tackles. Thorne and Perro the inside backers.
Wing right eye, Hansen on the wing around, hands off to Derek Kaysen. He goes nowhere. He's dropped for a loss of about 3 or 4.
Colopy and Thorne, that play was a lot of ball handling, too much penetration, and nowhere to go for Kaysen. Red Devils with 8:35 to go in the third quarter. They trail 27-0.
Wide receiver right, and rolling right to throw as Hansen looks upfield, nothing available. Crosses the 35, hit at the 36, and driven down by Michael Coolin.
I think we might get a flag there. I thought he was getting ready to pull his flag.
Yeah, Michael a little aggressive there.
Maybe he thought the ball was loose or something, but a good hit by Coolin. And I'll tell you what, I like Hansen a lot. I think he handles the ball pretty well. He had only one receiver he was looking for. That receiver was covered, and he immediately knew what to do with the ball as he tucked it under.
Ball on the 36.
No offense, but Marion-Franklin's offense reminds me of vanilla ice cream. Not much to it. Slide left, wide right, and the draw play. Depends on what to Simmons. Simmons across the 45, rolls out near the 50-yard line.
Should have you like vanilla ice cream.
Be serious here.
What do you mean not much to it? A lot of people like vanilla ice cream. I like vanilla
vanilla's
ice cream.
basic. There's no excitement to it. Now you drop some Hershey syrup on it. The wall's exciting. Then you watch it dry.
You should have seen me painting my mom's kitchen. It was exciting.
That was probably exciting. Pro eye. Handoff Simmons, hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down by Bias. He's going to pick up a yard, but Bias a nice job to step up and turn what could have been a pretty decent gainer into a 1-yard pickup.
Jason hasn't played a great deal, but when he has been in there, he's made some plays. He made a nice play on I think it was a kickoff after the third Central touchdown. He made the tackle. He's in there at an outside backer right now, seeing his first varsity action and scoring a touchdown, doing a real good job so far.
Pickup of almost 2. Call it second and a long 8.
He and Coolin are the outside linebackers in the Central 4-4 defense.
Wing right, split to the left side. Handoff Peppers. Peppers hit at the line of scrimmage. Drags the tackler forward for about a yard.
That was Gabe D'Onofrio, 185-pound senior defensive end, diagnosing the play.
They grabbed him a little from behind, hung on for dear life, brought him down after a yard.
Got about a yard.
In excellent playing condition. Like to get through those early weeks without rain.
Again, split to the left side. Wingman motions right, now left, back to the right. Hansen wants to throw a swing. Now he rolls left, loses the football. Flag goes down. Crusaders or are they? Nope. Marion-Franklin got the ball back, but a flag's down back at the 42. We could have a hold.
Well, it was a fake screen right, roll out left, and the man was open. But Hansen just lost control of the football, and I thought Guy Renzelli was going to get on it before Hansen.
Ball at the 45. There's a penalty on the play.
And Brian Krager hurt on the play. I don't know if he has a cramp or if he did something to his left knee. He's holding it pretty near the
He's a guy you don't want to look. Syracuse leading East Carolina 21-0. Had the radio on, and Florida State was beating Duke 31-14, but I don't know the quarter.
Must have been football.
Third and 30, ball
couldn't have been basketball.
Now the ball back at the 28. Crusaders have ruled this thing from the start.
Doc Macedonia's just got his nice outfit on, and Doc Skirty's got his cap on. He's got his pullover thing. You would think it's wet and cold out there, Doc. They're both over there talking to Krager.
Doesn't want to get wet. Throw I. Hansen takes the snap, drops the throw, wants to throw the slant over the middle, complete, and a nice shot put on the receiver, Kaysen.
Nice throw, nice reception, and Orlando with a good hit. Give him a little bit, but don't give him a lot.
Orlando made sure he got nowhere near the first down. They pick up to about the 43.
That's a 15-yard pickup.
Fourth down, about 17-18.
4:54 to go in the third quarter. Central leads it comfortably, 27-0.
And Jones will kick it away. Orlando and Huback. It's a low snap, but Jones handles it. High kick. Talensik watches it bounce at the 36, and he'll just let it fall. It's grabbed there by one of the Marion linemen.
Ball down on the...
So it'll be first and 10 Crusaders at their own 31 with 4:36 to go in the third quarter. This one pretty much out of hand.
Pretty efficient. They've had the football 6 times and scored 4.
Crusaders pro-eye. Polshaw fakes the handoff, wants the money down the left sideline for Talensik, too far.
The timing pattern, Talensik went down about 15, turned in and then out. Polshaw let it fly just a little too long. I think it's the rub-it-in idea. I think it's try to time that passing game up for the Wintersville game next week.
Again, pro-eye. Orlando motions left to right out of the flanker. Then the handoff straight up the gut. Thorne out to the 35, 36-yard line. It's going to be about a 5-yarder. Third down and 5.
Nice and cool in here again. It was getting a little stuffy. Maybe that's because Ralph Claus is over there. I don't know. Helping out on the spotting.
Third and 5. Polshaw has trouble with the snap, but picks it up, flips it to Manilak, and Freddie is belted and goes down at the 37-yard line.
He lost the football, and they ruled it incomplete. Good hit put on by, was it Zach Hall that put that hit on? I think 80. It was a good stick.
That was a... Joey, get one out of here. Good snap. And he gets a nice high driving spiral drive. Simmons back to the 25, takes a Crusader hop inside the 20, down at the 18. Simmons picks it up, gets back to the 25 before he's snowed under. Simmons took a chance on his life.
46-yard punt by Polshaw. He boomed that sparrow out of there. He's got a strong leg. They're looking for bigger and better things from Joey as a punter this year.
Sophomore year, he did a nice job. I think a little surprising that he didn't improve last year. At least I didn't think he did, but that punt, I think, is indicative of what he can do. Got it out of there big time.
First and 10 on their own 25.
3:12 to go in the third quarter. The clock moves on the change of possession.
And whistles will have a short stoppage here. Hansen with a slot to the right side.
Central showing blitz.
And he wants to throw, and he's not going to get a chance. He's hit from behind on a blind side. The ball loose. The Crusaders have it.
62 came up with it. Gabe D'Onofrio, blind side on the outside from the right. Hansen didn't know what hit him.
Hansen pump fake. Didn't have time to do anything else. He was DOA.
Ball fumbled at the 18-yard line. Once again, Marion-Franklin gives the ball up deep in their own territory.
Cullen will go wide right. Talensik wide to the left side. Manilak and Thorne split in the backfield. And the handoff to Thorne over left tackle. Short yardage. Inside the 15, maybe the 14-yard line.
Central stats offensively are not big. 156 yards on the ground, 21 in the air, but they've got 4 touchdowns, 3 conversions, an excellent field position. This is the fourth time that they have started inside the Marion-Franklin 20-yard line.
Flanker left, Orlando. And an option right, Polshaw dishes it off to Manilak. Manilak to the 10-yard line, dragged down shy of the first down. Still picks up about 5.
Down to about the 10.
So Manilak and Thorne now starting to get close to the 100-yard mark each. Manilak at 72. Thorne with 68.
On the 10-yard line, 3rd and 1 Crusaders.
Both on 10 carries. Minute 20 to go, third quarter. Talensik will wide out left. Isidore tight on the right side. Back split. Hand off Thorne. He'll try the right side. Has the first down inside the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown Crusaders. 10-yard touchdown run for Thorne.
Gene, I'm not sure if that play was designed to go over right tackle, but if it was, it wasn't there, and Thorne dipped to the outside, and he beat the corner and made a nice move for touchdown number 5.
Polshaw to hold. Snap a little high. He gets it down, and this one is winged low into the left side, and the Crusader cheerleaders duck. So the extra no good, but 33-0 Catholic Central. 1:05 to go, third period, and we'll be back.
About them dogs, my buddy up at school is a dog man. The dogs aren't barking tonight.
Not yet, anyway. Van Horn will kick it away. Simmons engaged deep. 33-0 Crusaders. Still a minute 5 to go in the third quarter. Van Horn gets this one up. Simmons at the 15. 20. Left side, 25-30, trying to find the sideline, but he slips. Nope, he didn't slip. Kuzikowski hit him and drives him out of bounds. At about the 40.
No, I don't know who's not bad.
Where are they out of?
I gotta check.
I don't know who. I don't know who you.
What's the matter, you?
Hanson, deep handoff. Simmons tries the left side, crosses the 40, grabbed and brought down to the 44.
About the 45. Brought down by Orlando.
And it's going to be a pickup of about 7. Second down and 3.
Virginia's playing the Marion-Franklin. These guys say their relatives are playing for the Cavaliers.
The relative?
He's a round baller, too. Kirby is his name. He's an outstanding back.
Kirby Puckett
plays guard for the Virginia Cavaliers basketball squad and tailback for the football squad. He's a ball player.
Kaysen motions right to left. Hanson fakes a handoff, rolls right, throws short, and Mike Coolin had to hit him right in the back. He almost got flagged.
Mike Coolin defending.
If anything, I guess you would have had to call face guarding there. I don't know.
I thought a flag should have been thrown there. He was reaching in his pocket, but he couldn't find it. Flag. Actually, I don't know why he was reaching in his pocket, because he's got the flags in the front, not in the back. Did you see him reach? Ever be that umpire? That's what that guy's called, the umpire.
Some of them keep him in their shirt pocket. Third and about 3. Third quarter comes to an end. Hanson's hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. It was hit by Brian Krager. As the third period comes to an end on an incomplete pass. Crusaders 33-0, and we'll be back in 60 seconds.
VizTech brings.
Mets were leading Cincy 5-4 in the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 Philly over Atlanta. What did he say, third?
I forget.
Pirates were 4-1. I haven't been able to pick it up on the radio. Jones in punt formation as we're ready for the fourth quarter. 33-0 Central.
Jones
no rush.
Talk with that snapper.
High end over end. Talensik fields and goes to his knees as he drops it at the 30-yard line. And Central's going to have to do a little better job on fielding punts, as they have not done a real good job. As there's confusion in the Crusader huddle with some new players in, Central takes a timeout. It's 33-0. and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
From Franciscan
Shirt. No Superman on that red shirt. Boy, that was a crusher, wasn't it?
That was a line drive rope.
Orlando's your quarterback. Hands off to the deep back, Schwarzenegger. He's hammered down quickly by Ernest Dublin. Dublin put a good hit on Jason. A loss of a yard to the 29. It'll be second down and 11. Passes. I just can't see.
I don't even have glasses. You want me to see him?
Kaczynski split left, handoff on a counter play. Schwarzenegger again the ball carrier. He lost it, but he was down as he crossed the 30 to the 31. He'll pick up a pair. And making the defensive play was
Joe Barklow.
Okay, who's out over the football? Is that 61, Gino?
It's the center.
Still 60?
60.
Oh, Renzelli's still the center. I know it's the center. 33-0, folks. We're having fun. A little miscommunique on the exchange between Orlando and Renzelli. A fumble by the Crusaders, recovered by Marion-Franklin, and Central has turned it over for the third time. They fumbled 5 times and lost a 15-yard penalty. Now they're at the Central 29, trailing by 33. The backs are in an eye for Hansen. Long count. Hansen, a 2-step drop, quick flick out in the flat, intended for Gino Gay over his head. 2nd and 10. I mean, he needed a definite step ladder to grab that one.
Kuzikowski greeted him, too, afterwards. Wrapped him up, took him down, drove him down.
Clock stopped, 9:48 to go. It's been all Central. They jumped to a 14-0 lead in the first quarter.
What league is that they start the clock again? Is that the World League?
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Although they did something different in the NFL last year, too. Play action, rolling out. Hansen is smeared from behind by Kuzikowski. The wonder he held on to the football as Michael from his right outside linebacker position came in untouched. Hansen rolled to the right. Here comes Kuzikowski from behind, which actually is to the left side of the Crusader defense. And Kuzikowski smeared him at the 38-yard line for a 9-yard loss. Way to go. They got to go to the 19.
Look out.
Rolling right or left this time. Hansen, a nice pass, has Gino Gay, but Gay takes it out of bounds with Kuzikowski in hot pursuit rather than trying to keep it inbounds and get some extra yardage.
He's trying to conserve the clock.
At the 26, so a 12-yard pickup.
Gay just took it. He didn't think about anything except getting out of bounds. You think we were inside a minute in a 10-10 ball game.
8:54 to go. Ball at the 20.
Krager's
51 still in there. Krager, yeah. Well, they've got their starting defensive unit in there, it looks like.
Everybody's still there.
Hansen under pressure, rolls, throws, diving, but not being able to grab it was Jerry Glenn. It would have been close to a first down. We had coverage by Jason Schwarzenegger, and Central holds on down on the incomplete pass and takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26. Thank you, sir. 62, Gabe D'Onofrio comes into the Central offensive line. 29 is in there. Isidore is a tight end.
Fumble.
Again, Orlando drops the snap, then pitches out. Ball is loose. There's a scramble for it. And I think Bias was able to come up with it as Mike Orlando having all kind of difficulty with the snaps. His offensive center, I think his guy Renzelli, the starter.
Sometimes things just go bad.
25. Brian Shannon checks in, as you can hear the PA announcer. 2nd and 11. Pro set. Orlando misses the handoff and plunges into the line and gets back to, maybe the 26. Picked up a yard. 3rd and 10. Mike having a little bit of difficulty out there.
Well, you know, Joey's probably getting most of the snaps in practice. Mike's getting some, but
really, Golden Warriors losing a tough one. 12-7. Had a chance to win it late in the game. Again, the snap almost mishandled. Quick pitch to Jason Bias. He's hit at the 30 by Deshaun Womack, short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 6 as the punting unit is in.
4th and 6 for the Crusaders.
He's only at the 45. Bolshaw bombed one over his head the last time. He's only 20 yards back. High end over end. Simmons will field at his 40. He avoids the first tackler, the second, but the third buries him. That's Donald Thorne at the 43.
Now, Thorne got a nice shoulder into his ribs and drove him down. That's a nice tackle.
30-yard punt by Bolshaw. 3-yard return by Simmons.
1st and 10, Marion-Franklin.
The defense or outside linebacker position. Mike D'Onofrio, 86 in there. Get those numbers, Gino. Again, I'm having trouble seeing. We'll get some of these new dudes in there.
Yeah, the line's the same.
Hansen back in. Flips it out into the flat. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Peppers. And 86 thought he had an interception. That's T.J. Van Horn, but the official on the far sideline says, no, son, T.J., you trapped it. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, he said Mike D'Onofrio, Van Horn, Mark Pirro.
6 out of 17 for Hansen for 63 yards.
David Connors in. Dave Riley.
Okay. 43, did we mention him? Yes,
Shannon
Riley.
Shannon Kaczynski on the corner.
Okay. 4-man front for Central. Little draw. Simmons hitting the backfield, gets away from the first tacklers, but is pinned down at the 44.
Robbie Bodo's on the near corner.
By Riley.
Carlo Canella checks in. Jason Angelica checks in.
1-yard gain.
It's a nice clean shirt. Ron Clark.
Spotted about 244.
3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Who carried the ball? Simmons?
Simmons. Did you mention Robbie Bodo, 22?
Yep.
Okay. Trying to get all those substitutes in there.
To our best here. It's Bernie Kosar at safety.
Is that right?
That's Connor.
Bernie Kosar.
Bernie's going to have a big game tomorrow.
Backs are in an eye. Now they move the football. Center Gary Spence over it. 3rd and long with 5:15 to go. Central comfortably on top. Play action, under pressure. T.J. Van Horn blitzing from his outside linebacker position as Hansen wrapped up inside the 35.
They're sending everything in the kitchen sink.
Helped out by 29, Anthony Isidore, the defensive end. So the end got in and the linebacker got in.
Well, at one time, Hansen was a plus 19. He's a minus 9 now.
That was an 11-yard loss, and they started this half with 50 yards on the ground, and they now have 46, so they're a minus 4 in the second half. Jones again in punt formation. This will be his 6th punt, minus the one that was a bad snap. This is a very good snap.
Whoa.
Straight up and straight down. It's going to travel about 10 yards and then take a central hop and be down at the Marion-Franklin 41-yard line, so an 8-yard punt. I'm center.
Canella's a center.
Okay.
We had him on offense or defense.
Orlando to Kuzakowski, right up the gut. He's met at the 40 and driven back to the 45. Gain of 1.
Clarkson on offense. Turn sideways, son. Thank you. Brian Fellows in.
1-yard gain, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 on the 1-yard pickup by Mike Kuzakowski.
Bryson Barklow, Mr. Carolina.
Bias replaces Kuzakowski in the central backfield, and Barkalow comes in at a wide out, and he'll split to the left along with Kaczynski. Schwartzfeger is the tailback. Orlando, quick toss. Jason can't handle it, and he'll fall on it at the 49 for a loss of 8.
Covers on the 50.
So it'll be 3rd and long with 3:30 to go in the contest. Kuzakowski back into the backfield. It's been all Central. Took a 14-0 lead, led 21-0 at the half, and lead now 33-0 late in the 4th quarter. Orlando rolling out. He's got a wide open receiver. He overthrew him. Shannon Kaczynski would have had a touchdown had he not been overthrown because he was behind the defense at the Red Devil 20-yard line, but the pass was just about 2 yards too long.
It's one to remember. Your left guard and tackle pull and come to the near side. Your quarterback fakes a handoff, a counter tray is what it would have been to this side, and then he rolls to the other side. Wide open Kaczynski, but he couldn't hit him.
So Polshaw will begin to punt.
I got to put that in Monday.
For the 4th time. Coach DeBill, has your squad opened up yet?
We open up next Wednesday. We scrimmaged Shady side last week. We did all right.
Thorne late coming in on the punting unit. Snap is good, no rush. Polshaw end over end. Simmons at about the 17, running room, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, cuts it back, breaks a tackle, 45, and down in front of the Red Devil bench at the 47-yard line. Nice return by Simmons of about 30 yards. 1st and 10 Red Devils, but 2:43 to go.
I noticed someone had to put their fingers on it to say, gee, look how clean.
Clock running, 2:40 to go. Central will start the season successfully, trying to keep the shutout. Hansen sends his fullback, Peppers, as a wide receiver to the left. Uh-oh. Looked like he was going to get a pitch back, but Simmons reverses his field. He's at the 45 and down at the 46, maybe the 47. I don't know if he was going to pitch it back to Hansen or not.
I mean, the way he did it, it seemed like it was going to be a...
They break the huddle with the wing back to the right, Derek Kaysen, and now he splits. Actually, he was left. Deep handoff, Simmons right up the gut. Simmons crosses midfield, down at the central 48-yard line. Kim Menendez and Riley made the stop. Simmons will pick up 5.
3rd and 4.
Jason Yanni checks in.
3rd and 4 at the central 48.
Jimmy Boyd was in. Greg Serafini's in.
I would think everybody has been in.
Yeah, but I haven't gotten all their names. Brian Shannon.
3rd and 4 ball on the Crusader 48.
3rd and 4 for Hansen.
Dan Neer. I hope I said it right.
Uh-oh. Bang. Hansen is down. 61.
Ronnie Clark.
Ronnie Clark was all over the back of Hansen for a loss back at the 43 of Marion-Franklin.
On the Marion-Franklin 43.
That's a loss of 9.
Mentioned Menendez, right?
So it's 4th down, and Jones should be in the punt, although I wouldn't punt it with 23 seconds to go. You got one more play, maybe. Complete it and get a 1st down. You can call it.
This big guy just sat down next to us.
I don't know where he... Oh. Well, it's 4th down.
Looks a little like the PA now.
They're going to go for it. And there's flags. Big Bobby Mascalino. That's only the 4th penalty of the game against.
Maybe that's why he looks like the PA announcer, huh?
Yeah, right. I think he's where? Muskingum? Yeah,
What it says.
Muskingum boy. Did the Muskies play today? Next week. Are you playing, Robert? 2nd and 3rd team. All right. Hansen back in the pocket. Going for the home run. Floats it up there. He's got a man out there, and Gino Gay makes the reception for a 1st down at the central 37-yard line with 4 seconds to go.
Tell me he didn't go out of bounds, too.
20-yard pickup.
Brian Shannon on the stop for the Crusaders.
See if they can get a play in.
Marion-Franklin ball, 1st and 10 on the Crusader 38.
They'll get one more play in. Central's got too many people on the field. Hansen back. He's going for the home run for Gay again, and Gay will run under it and miss it at the 4-yard line. He gets a touchdown if he catches it. Perfect throw by Hansen. Connor had the coverage, but they had beaten the corner man. Safety Connors came over, and Gay dropped it as the horn sounds, and the Crusaders win their opener, shutting out Marion-Franklin 33-0.
Well, your wrap-up being brought to you by Dunver.